Today is Tuesday, and we have Frankie Corona from the TheGayBayBoys here live in studio with us. And when we come back from our commercial messages, we're going to ask him a few questions that you at home are dying to know. So stay tuned.
This message is for all the ladies. Does your coochie be itching and stinking? If so, you need to use Vagisil.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you? Fantastic. Does your boyfriend look like me? No. Hell no.
But can he smell like me? Yes. Should he use new Homo Spice body wash? I don't know.
Do you like the smell of adventure? Do you want a boyfriend who smells like he can suck like a vacuum cleaner in the house that he decorated himself with his own two delicate hands? Dive head first into the best ride of your life.
So gentlemen, should your boyfriend smell like a Homo Spice boy? You tell me.
Welcome back. We now have Frankie Corona here with us to answer a few questions. Frankie, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, no problem.
Alright, well, let's start with question 1. Maurice wants to know, what is your guilty pleasure?
Well, Maurice, you know, much like yourself, I very much enjoy the VH1 reality dating shows. But I would also have to say that another guilty pleasure of mine is watching The Bad Girls Club. I love that show. Hilarious! Does that count?
Sure, that counts. Justin wants to know, if you only had a week to live, what is the last thing that you'd want to do, or where's the last place you'd want to go?
Well, you know, Justin, if I had 1 week left on this earth, I would do as much as I could, and I would live each day as if it were my last, because each of those days could possibly be my last. But you know, I would try to share my last week with as many people as possible, and I would do everything I could to just experience life for the last week.
Oh, great answer. That's a great answer. Abe would like to know, what is one food item that you cannot live without?
Oh, well, that is a hard question to answer, Abe. But I would have to say any foods that keep me going and that keep me healthy and strong. Those are the foods that I couldn't live without, you know? But I've never really had a big appetite. I've never really been a big eater, so...
So you don't eat?
Well, that is definitely not what I'm saying. Next question.
I just think that you should set a positive example for everybody out there watching. Anorexia is not the answer. Michael would like to know, when you go out into the clubs, what is your favorite kind of music to dance to?
Oh, well, it's mostly hip-hop when I go. The last time I went with my homegirl, and we were dancing like the stupidest dances, but it was the most fun we've ever had at a club. And, you know, she would do something little like this, and it would turn into a dance. But for the next 3 days, me and her were so sore. I mean, I was sore all right here and all down my back, because I was definitely popping to shots.
And our last question comes from Juan, and he would like to know, what is the best or worst date that you have ever been on?
The worst date I have ever been on was with a boy from school. He asked me out on a date, and he asked very politely, like a gentleman, so I said yes, and we went on the date. The only thing is, and this was a big mistake, I went out on a date with him like a week after I had just gotten out of a relationship. So it was really bad timing, and I probably shouldn't have done it. I was very standoffish with him, and we went out to eat, and he paid, but I didn't really eat the food that I had ordered, and I felt really bad. He asked for a kiss, I said no, and then he asked for a second date, and I just had to come clean and be honest with him and say, you know what? I just got out of a relationship. This really isn't a good time. No. And I wasn't really that into him anyway. But, you know, I had to set the record straight.
Ooh. Sounds harsh. Well, thank you for watching this week's edition, and I can't wait to see you next week. And my question for next week is, out of all of the gay boys on all of the gay collab channels, who is your favorite? Mine is Luis. He does Fridays on the Daily Gays.
And he knows why. It just got dark.